All right. All right.
All right, Kristen, we have a question here.
Okay.
I need some guidance here. My son, 2.5, had a stomach bug for the first time a week and a half ago. He was better within 2 days, but it's had a lasting effect on him. The whole time he was sick, he wanted lots of hugs and cuddles, obviously totally normal. And in order to get him to drink anything and start eating again when he was feeling better, I had to hold the cup or feed him or he wouldn't eat or drink. Fast forward to now, he's still beyond clingy, primarily with me, and he has been moody. Like he will wake up from a nap grouchy and I have to hold and cuddle him for who knows how long. I literally can't do anything else. He will eat snacks independently if he doesn't have to sit at the table, but most of the time at the table he has to start off sitting on my lap with me feeding him, or he will curl up in a corner and refuse to eat or do anything else. Sometimes I can get him to sit in the chair by himself and start taking turns feeding himself, and sometimes he will take over eating alone, but other times not. I want to support him and fill his needs, but this clinginess is so all-consuming, and I have a 9-year-old that needs my time and attention as well.
Aww.
I know. The first stomach bug is...
I know, that's rough. And you never, I just want to say first and foremost, we're not doctors, but you never really know what another person's body is feeling like, right? So his symptoms may have cleared after a couple of days, but he still might not be feeling all that great. And especially being so little, he's still a baby. He's a toddler, but he's a baby. And I would say, as frustrating as it is to have to feel like you're constantly, being touched and need to hold, that's so normal, and it's okay to do that. It's okay to give into that.
Yes.
It will not last forever, I promise. But especially after an illness, I feel like that like clinginess of just wanting that comfort could last a couple of weeks.
I would agree. This goes in the category for me. I know there's a few different ways of saying this quote, but the whole dependence fosters independence thing. He's coming to you for reassurance. He's coming to you to feel close and to feel cared for. It probably, while it did not feel good to have the stomach bug, it also probably felt very lovely in a way to have that extra nurturing attention focused on you. And it can be kind of hard once you've recovered to be like, oh, and that's gone. So I think giving kids a break and giving them a little bit of time to adjust to the fact that that nurturing energy has kind of shifted. Not that it's gone, of course, but that I'm taking care of you while you're sick feeling is gone. It doesn't surprise me that a 2.5-year-old would be seeking some of that. And I think that the best way to help him through it is to allow it.
Yeah, and again, I want to speak to that parent's angst and frustration. I get it. I totally get it.
For sure.
That can really wear on you. But again, I just want to say, I promise you, it does not last forever. I found that the best way to manage that with myself would be to fully expect it. Just to expect that anytime we come to a mealtime, my child was now probably going to engage in this particular behavior. And, and so I could either agree to letting them eat, maybe not at the table, which, I prefer eating at the table, or I could sit with them and help them, so that they would be at the table. And just know that at 2.5, he might be feeling really clingy and wanting that extra nurturing now, but that's also the age where they really start to try and be as independent as possible, and they're going to that's going to ebb and flow. So at some point, he will not want you feeding him or trying to like hold him like a baby. That I promise you, that will definitely end. Did you want to add anything to that?
I think that it can be, we look at a little 2.5-year-old and all of the things that they can do that a newborn can't. And I think sometimes it can be easy to forget how little they are still as far as development goes.
They're still babies.
Like even when it comes to the idea of object permanence, meaning mom's not in the room with me, mom's not holding me, mom's somewhere else, I still know that mom exists, and I still know that mom will come and take care of me when I need her to. Kids at 2.5 are actually still working on mastering that.
Yeah, they are.
So I think that that's something to keep in mind too, that when they have any kind of, life situation that kind of shakes them up a little bit, they're going to be seeking that extra comfort. They're going to want to make sure, mom, you're still there, right? And what better way to feel that than if mom's holding you and feeding you.
Right.
So I think that they're probably just working through it's an experience of having your first stomach bug.
Yeah.
Adults, we don't do well with those. So when you think of a 2.5-year-old, if it was their first time throwing up, for example, if it was their first time really experiencing digestive pain, it could take them a little while.
Yeah, definitely. And what do you think, I sometimes, try to tell parents that you can expect this kind of behavior after an illness, even up into school age kids too. Kindergarten, first grade, you can also you can also expect your child to go through those kinds of stages of being extra clingy or wanting you to do things for them, especially right after an illness or if there has been an illness. And it doesn't matter if it was from their illness or the illness of you or a family member too. Just that clinginess after something happening, I think is pretty typical.
I agree.
Yeah. All right, that was a good one.